A shot of someone scrolling through their phone in bed, showing financial news, apps, and influencers giving financial advice. You're in your 20s. It's an exciting, confusing, and sometimes terrifying time. The world is at your feet, but so are countless financial decisions. And the truth is, if you're not careful, these small mistakes can haunt you for decades. Credit card bills, overpriced lattes, an empty bank account, and the word debt flashing in red. Some of these mistakes might seem harmless right now, but trust me, 10 years from now, you'll look back and wish you had done things differently. So, what's the first mistake you need to avoid in your 20s if you want to secure your financial future? Well, let's find out. Mistake number one: ignoring your credit score. You've heard of it, but do you really get it? That three-digit number could be the difference between being approved for a loan or having your dreams crushed. Buying a car, that's tied to your credit score. Getting an apartment, yep, that's tied to your credit score too. The worst part? You might not even realize your credit is tanking until it's too late. Maybe you missed a payment, or worse yet, you just ignored it. What happens then? Higher interest rates, larger monthly payments, and eventually financial doors closing. Is that your credit score? Whoa, buddy. Let's fix that. Now, how do you avoid this? Start by checking your score regularly. Pay your bills on time. And if you're carrying debt, make a plan to pay it down. Because in your 20s, every decision you make is like planting a seed for your future financial garden. So, what are you growing? Mistake number two: waiting to invest. This one hits hard, especially for young people. You think, I'm too young to worry about retirement, or I'll invest later when I have more money. But let me ask you this. What if I told you that waiting even 5 years to start investing could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars by the time you retire? Time is your biggest advantage when it comes to investing. The earlier you start, the more your money works for you. You can't get those years back, but you can make your money work harder today. Start small. Use index funds. Start with your 401k. The point is, start. Mistake number three: living beyond your means. It's tempting, I know. You just got your first real job. You've got a taste for the good life. The newest phone, expensive dinners, designer clothes. But here's the cold, hard truth. That lifestyle is a trap. If you're spending more than you're making, you're digging yourself into a hole. That means relying on credit, taking on debt, and eventually living paycheck to paycheck. The problem is that over time, those small lifestyle upgrades add up. You don't need to deprive yourself of everything, but get intentional. Create a budget, track your expenses, and start prioritizing saving. Because those who live below their means, invest wisely, and stay disciplined, they're the ones who get ahead in the long run. The mistake number four: carrying too much debt. Whether it's student loans, credit card debt, or car payments, debt can feel like an anchor tied to your future. Each month, you're paying interest, wasting money instead of investing it in your future. But it doesn't have to be this way. The first step: tackle your high-interest debt first. Pay off those credit cards as quickly as possible, and make sure you're on a plan to handle student loans without them holding you back for decades. Mistake number five: not setting financial goals. This is the big one. You've heard the saying, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Well, when it comes to your finances, that could not be more true. Without clear financial goals, you're just drifting. You're not moving toward anything. Whether it's buying a house, traveling the world, or retiring early, if you don't set specific, measurable, and realistic goals, you're just reacting to life instead of shaping it. Create a roadmap, get specific, and take action now. Because the only thing worse than making a mistake is not learning from it. You've got the knowledge, you've got the power. Now it's time to take control of your financial future. Avoid these mistakes, set those goals, and watch your wealth grow over time. End of the video, so subscribe for more financial content.